I understand what bittersweet feels like. It's cold, like a rainy morning, living in the house you grew up in. The cats laying in front of the fan. The echo of your voice off your bare room walls. It's bitter, but familiar, like Mom's cigarette butts outside. It's mundane, but it's yours. And now there's a train to take you away from it at 7:50 p.m. on a Saturday. I did just a simple makeup to brighten my eyes, and then Mom took me to IHOP for breakfast. It's not until this past couple days where the move has hit me. Sitting in the empty spaces that I have lived in for so many years, felt comfortable, even in their emptiness. I think I just felt happy in this moment, relieved, excited. And before me and Mom went to the train station, I had to ship out some art, go to the doctor, and say goodbye to my best friend Magda.
Look how badass we look.
Me and Mom headed to the train station. Then I felt sad, maybe a little scared, bittersweet. The train was so cool. I got a set of 2 leather seats, both of which had a footrest that would prop up so I could make a decent bed. I couldn't sleep fully flat, but it was comfortable enough for a 4-day train ride. It was getting late, so I had to do a little skincare routine. A girl can't be going to bed looking crusty. It's about 1 a.m. by the time I went back to my seat. And then I had to go to the bathroom, and I found this other really nice bathroom. It was different than the one I was just in before. And look at all of this. Wild. Anyways, I did a cheeky little eye mask and then passed the hell out. Just kidding. I didn't sleep till 5. I listened to Jid's new album. It's really good. First stop was Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, which is pretty lackluster for a province, but part of the train appeal was that I get to see all of Canada without doing the driving myself. I tried to stay warm the first night out of sheer willpower, but ended up having to buy this VeoRail blanket. Then I spent an arm and a leg on this tiny breakfast, did a little self-care. Now, my mother is a true softie, and I love her for it. She ended up hiding these adorable letters to me in my carry-on, and then some of my luggage, which I found later in the week. They were very heartfelt, and I love her and miss her immensely. And I'll miss these little fundamental maternal things. I think I'll still have them, but just in a different way, not being physically close. By this time Monday, we were in Manitoba. Our next big stop was in Winnipeg, but that wasn't around till like 9 p.m. The majority of my Monday was spent editing, reading, eating, napping. I explored the cart behind me, which has this super cool glass 360 roof. Hello, it's me. After the haste of packing up literally everything I own and shipping it through UPS, staying somewhat active with socials and streaming. Then I also had friends and family that I wanted to say goodbye to. I was absolutely exhausted, so a 4-day train with barely any service was exactly what I needed. It was peace and quiet. It was so relaxing. A lot of my day was spent listening to music that I had downloaded, editing, reading, napping, window gazing, and reflecting. I did a lot of reflecting. I thought about what my future would look like, what I wanted it to look like, the new reality I'm creating with moving. Because I have no career in the way that older generations like to think of it. I have no plan. There's no promise of anything where I'm going. There's such this multitude of unknowns that I finally feel part of the world. And I was like, isn't that what life is supposed to be? Doors and holes and peoples and buildings and events, just so many of it all that you don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. I like that. This move truly has been bittersweet. We were at a traffic jam in Winnipeg, and I'm staring at the haystacks, thinking about how Claude Monet would die to stand here. I was reflecting on what was next, what the summer had been. concept of knowing that your reality is whatever you want it to be, you're moving, everything is new, you don't know anybody, is such overwhelming optimism. I just felt like I'm taking another step into this unfamiliar world that still manages to wrap me in comfort no matter where I go. I love the feeling. Bittersweet is the friends I have back home and the friends I'm gonna meet here. It's the events I would go to with my friends back home, and now it's the back alley weekend raves. The bittersweetness is also the feeling of being alone. I like that feeling. There's probably a day where I won't like it, but I'd rather spend an eternity learning how to love myself in that aloneness than wish for someone or something to bring it to me. Hello, me again. New day. Ontario was long. We lost service most of the day. I made friends with the guy in my same cabin who sat right beside me. It was a nice day. We played cards together, talked about our lives, school. By this point, there was an ecosystem in the train that had evolved. There were the people that went for their morning coffee at 6 a.m., the people that would be up at 3 a.m., like me. There were the families that were in their seats all day, and there were those of us that favored the sunlight in the glass dome for a majority of the day and filled up that top area. I met this other younger boy. I ended up reading his tarot cards after we got talking about spirituality, and I taught him a little bit about his own intuition because he seemed really into it. He had a very interesting and turbulent life, and he was only 19, so Jason, I hope you're doing well. I have to admit, I didn't take many videos while in Ontario, and in the excitement of actually arriving in Montreal, I didn't take many there either. But I went straight to my sister's house, which was so great. I haven't seen her in so long. But I was staying at her house for 2 days until I got keys to my own place.
It's my place!
But that is where this story ends. And I will pick it up in another video where I'll show you guys like the setup and decoration of the new place, some of my introspections about moving and living on my own, and then finally a tour of this new place. I really hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed making it, and I'm going to be leaning more into YouTube. The move has brought with it a newness to life that I want to discover. There's so much life in this city, so many great people, so many great places, so keep your eyes peeled for more vlog style stuff. Feel free to subscribe or interact in any way, like, comment, it'd be really appreciated. I stream over on Twitch on twitch.tv/Big Mommy Alexa, and I do a bunch of chatting. Newly just started kind of DJing, occasional gaming, occasional game shows, kind of whatever I'm feeling. 07. Godspeed. Oh, and there's new merch coming out in the next 2 weeks, which is one update, and then also I'm moving from Fanhouse to Fansly soon, so if you want updates on that, go in the Discord or follow me on Twitter. Bye!